What's going on YouTube? Welcome to Currency Accounts, where I cover all things money. In today's video, we're going to cover a loan where you can receive up to $5,000 even with bad credit. Let's get right into it. So the loan I'm covering today is called Credit Fresh. So I'm going to cover the terms and what you actually need to qualify. So you're not going to want to skip around the video so you don't miss anything. And I will keep this video short because it's pretty straightforward, but there are a few things you're going to want to know. So the number one question I often get asked with lesser known loan products is it legit? Understandably, right? Because you don't want to be putting your personal information in sketchy websites. Credit Fresh has a Trustpilot score of 4.6 out of 5 stars and a Scam Advisor score of 100 out of 100. So it's verified legit. All right, back to the loan. They offer loans in the form of a line of credit from $500 to $5,000. Credit Fresh doesn't specify the credit score needed to be approved here, but I did see an online review of somebody getting approved with a 560 credit score. I will point out, if you get approved and accept the offer, they will run a hard pull. One of the big downsides to Credit Fresh, and it's not even a big downside, it's a huge downside, is that their APR starts at 65%. I don't even know if that's legal. I guess it just depends on your state. So a loan like this is only for somebody that's in a real tight spot and can't get approved for any other type of loan. All right, so what do we need to qualify? The first thing you're gonna need is proof of income, meaning you need to have a job and it needs to be verifiable. You need to be at least 18 years old, US citizen, ID verification, proof of residency, and link an existing bank account. Now, once you submit your application and required documents, it's gonna take up to 24 hours to approve or deny your request. And if you are approved, it's gonna take 1 business day to fund your loan. I can't stress enough how much you wanna consider a different type of loan before jumping into Credit Fresh. What you wanna remember with a loan like this is something I would consider a last resort loan. While you might be approved even with bad credit, you can be worse off than before you started because of the cost of the loan. So why even bring this loan up? Understandably, I know sometimes we can be stuck between a rock and a hard place, right? Our mortgage is due, our rent's due, our car payments due, we're 3 payments overdue. We need quick cash. This might be an option for some people, but just know that you can be worse off than before you took this loan out. Because if you didn't have the money to pay your mortgage, rent, car, what have you, before this loan, now you have a loan that has major interest. So you have to pay the principal back plus all that interest, and we can definitely be caught in a rough spot. So look, I just want to show you one example of a billing cycle, and I want to be very thorough about what I talk about here, because I've been sent multiple cease and desist letters on different quote unquote predatory loans that I've covered here and why you might want to stay away from them. So this is coming directly from your website, Credit Fresh. You have a $1,500 loan. Your total payment A and B, which is your minimum payment, is $214. The principal you're paying from that $214 is only $30. Your billing cycle charge is $184. So total $214, your remaining principal after you pay $214 is $1,470. Meaning you've only paid $30 into your loan. Now we drop down here to your second payment. Now you're at $1,470, $1,470. Your mandatory principal jumps down to $29.40. Your billing cycle charge stays at $184. All right, your total is $213.40. Your remaining principal is $1,440.60. So up to this point, you've paid right under $430, but you've only paid $60 into the principal. Right here in 3 payments, you got $246, right under $645. You paid $645 in 3 payments, but you've only paid right under $90 into your principal. So what could you have done with that extra $500, give or take, that you're paying these guys in interest? So definitely check out my other loan product reviews before jumping in here. So because the APR is so high, Credit Fresh isn't available in all states. So one thing I want to mention is if you do have bad credit and you need cash fast, and you're trying to apply for all these different types of loans, only apply for a loan that has no initial hard pull to your credit. Because if you're applying for all these different types of loans, hard credit pulls never look good on any credit profile. So I do have a lot of different videos on personal loans with no initial hard credit pull. So you're gonna wanna check those out. And while you're doing that, why don't you apply for a Capital One card? When you apply using the link in my description, you can see if you're pre-approved without an initial hard credit pull. So I told you I was gonna keep this one short and sweet. There's really not much more to say about this loan. They offer lines of credit up to $5 grand, approve people with bad credit, high PR. What more can I say? So I want to thank you for watching. Links in description.